Tonight's the night for football, everybody. The bright lights are on, the stage is set, and the crowd is ready. It's Monday Night Primetime on EA Sports. As the work week kicks off tonight, another week of football comes to an end with a Monday Night Primetime contest between the Dallas Cowboys and the Philadelphia Eagles.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Jake Elliott is out and ready to kick this one away. And Monday Night Primetime is underway. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Now running here with Jaden Blue. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
Prescott here from the gun. Finds the in route complete. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And that'll be good for a Dallas first down.
That's a statement throw right there. A statement throw that lets the opposing defense know it's not just going to be check down Charlie today. They're going to be willing to push the ball down the field, and this defense better respond.
Off the play fake, it's Prescott. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
I know that you and I love, Kate, looking at plays, discussing them and all the different outlets and checkdowns, and usually there's a completion to be had, but not against this defense. Not on that one.
No luck on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Dak. That's him on the quick hitter. And he reaches midfield and starts driving into Eagles territory.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
3rd down, they need 7.
Yeah! There we go, boy! There's about 47! Get him!
Dak throwing again. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You know, they call the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
New set of downs from 37. Shotgun snap, he'll give to Blue. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just sometimes you got to run into darkness. Just go where there is no lane and hope that something opens along the way. That linebacker said, not this time.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10.
Yeah, here we go!
Prescott, a quick throw, complete. And he's tackled for no gain.
A good RPO play, it takes a lot of timing, proper decision-making from a calm, cool, collected offense. Well, that one didn't have any of it.
Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11.
Yeah, here we go.
To the air on 3rd and long. Into a crowd and completion. So what happened there, partner? Looked like he'd found an early rhythm on that opening series until that last throw.
Yeah, fine line between confidence, which he certainly had, and rhythm, and then also just unwise decision-making, forcing that pick.
Great. Hey, let's go. Trimmers. Go.
Hurts comes out throwing. It's him on the in route. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31.
I'm not going to lie. I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards into double coverage, that is way too much risk for that reward.
Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Looking for his back, but he will not find him. That's incomplete. Brings up third down.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Third and long, they're going to throw. Short pass brought in. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
And as this hits and heads out, we wait for the mark, but it should be right on the 20. Cowboys just about set. Here comes 1st and 10.
Here we go. 26.
Blue running to the right. This drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. That's a nice quick correction for this front block. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
Open ahead in the right direction and save this drive early. Here's 2nd and 13.
Yeah, here we go.
Working out of the gun, it's Prescott. Connection made to Tremble. And he's forced out of bounds after a nice play there, but still, Brock, not enough to avoid third down.
I can't tell you how nice it is to have a big, trustworthy tight end in the passing game. Such great size to have, and he forces those defenses to find a way to try to match up when they can't.
They'll motion Lamb right. Prescott now to throw on third down. That's caught for the first. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop it. The end result there, 15 yards and a first. It's like you always say, right back to work for him. Getting the drive moving like that turnover never happened.
And they weren't going to shy away from letting him do his thing, throwing the football. Mistakes happen in this league and in this game. And you never want to punish a quarterback for making a mistake. You want to see him continue to produce.
He's one a little bit off target, Brock. That's incomplete. Well, even with the pick on that last drive, partner, he was showing no hesitation whatsoever.
Well, in order to play this game, Kate, at this level, you've got to be aggressive. You can't let a previous mistake really affect your next decision. I'll say this as well. In the NFL, you throw into coverage too many times, there can be more interceptions.
Back to the air, Prescott. Finds him on the slant. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
Not met many receivers in my life that don't love the spotlight, but you got to earn your place there. Easy way to do it, catches just like that, going up into double coverage and making the play anyway.
Here they go, getting set for 3rd and 4.
Yeah, here we go. Right there.
Prescott to throw once more. left side. They got 21 yards on the play. And that's good for a Dallas first down.
Every time I see one of those angle routes, I think back to my day one install. Rookie minicamp in the NFL. Texas, angle route. 49ers of the 80s, they were making hay with it then, and the running back's still doing it to this day.
We've set it downs for him from the 31.
Going to 53.
Handoff running left. It's Blue. And he only gets a couple before going out of bounds, Brock. So second down coming up.
Hey, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Dak now from the gun. Called in by Lamb, right side. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line.
C.D. Lamb. 13 yards on the play.
That's going to do it for our first quarter here on Monday Night Primetime. Couple of zeros on the board right now. We'll return to the link right after this. Time for our second quarter now. Let's see if the Cowboys can capitalize here in the red zone. On first down, it's Blue. Saw the lane, hit it quick, call that a gain of 7. Nicely done.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
7 yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3. A third down run with Blue. Ooh, they're on that one. Second down is going to end up in a loss of yards. That goose egg up on the scoreboard, Brock, is not going away anytime soon if they keep having plays like that.
They really need something. An injection of energy here. Nothing will take the spark out of a series quite like getting stuck for a loss.
Five men out in the secondary for the Eagles on third down.
Yeah! Here we go.
Throw here, third down. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. Fourth down coming up.
Yeah, I'm just kind of laughing because I could feel the armchair quarterbacks going, I can make that throw. And anybody who's actually made those throws says you have no idea what it feels like with everybody breathing down your neck. That play's got to be right, timed up right, and it certainly wasn't. I never saw a play script that ended with a field goal. It was always a touchdown that you wanted. But that's 3 points, and it's enough to give them the lead.
Here's Lutz set to kick this away. And not liking what it looked like ahead of him there, Brock. So he's going to take a knee, and this is going to come out to the 35-yard line. Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10.
Don't touch that. Hey, let's go. Don't touch.
They run it with Saquon Barkley. And they're able to grind him to a halt after a pickup of 4.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
Four yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6.
Great. Stay.
Play action. Hurts has it. That's completed right side. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that'll be good for a Philadelphia first down. Well, that right there is about the best you can hope for against double coverage. Good chunky yards, and more importantly, Brock, you don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got what you want, and two guys can't stop one.
First down throwing for Hurts. Not enough on this throw. It hits the turf instead of his man. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. And now they face second down.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
No contact. Hey! No contact.
Second down. Hurts throwing again. It isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And this defense going to try to hang on to that momentum, Brock, as they go for another stop on third down.
Okay, ready? Here we go, here we go! Ready?
Third and long for him here. He's trying to push the field. And they really went for it on third down, didn't they? But the heave falls incomplete. Now they're facing fourth down. The Eagles are in punt formation. Cavante Turpin on the return for the Cowboys. Nice punts here, up and angled towards the sideline. And this will fly out of bounds to deny a return. They're going to mark it a little before the 20. Dallas getting everybody set. They've got first and 10.
Yeah! Here we go! All right,
First down, here's Dak. Hits him on the out route. And he will wind up out of bounds after a first down gain of right around 3 yards.
There's no negatives ever on a grade sheet for a completion, but that's one of those situations. If you're going to take a risk and throw an out route, you'd sure like to see a little bit more yardage gained.
Second down now, 7 to go. Working from the pistol, Prescott finds the football outside. And he crosses the sideline a yard or two beyond, it looks like the 30.
It's a gain of 6. And it's third down.
Third down, 1 yard to go.
Yeah, here we go! I take!
Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. That's Ferguson, he brings it in. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. They pick up 14 yards on that one, and that'll be good for a Dallas first down.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
First and 10 now from the 46.
Yeah, here we go! I take!
Who gets the handoff? And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackled for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11. Well, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you call 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
Offense to the line. 2nd down. From the gun is Prescott. Finds the in route complete. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that's good for a Dallas first down.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
First and 10. Here's Prescott. To the right side is caught by Ferguson. And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down. He'll get 16 yards on that play. And that'll be good for a Dallas first down.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
And we are still waiting for the scoring for anybody really to get going as we've hit our 2-minute warning. More on Monday Night Primetime in just a moment. All right, they look set now. Here we go, first and 10.
We're going to 53.
Up the middle, Blue. And he's only going to get 2 or 3 yards on that one.
You know, okay, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game. Right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage. B, it sets up your play action. And C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
To the left and reeled in by Ferguson. And he goes out approaching that 10-yard line. A 9-yard gain and good for a first down.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
First down, Dallas.
Coming to the line for another first and 10.
Yeah, here we go.
On the give, it's Blue. And he'll scurry forward for a pickup of 3.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's second and 7.
Here we go.
Prescott here from the gun. And he's going to score a touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys grow their lead just before halftime. George Pickens, the touchdown. All right, partner, what do you think? Was that a design read, or did he just see space and he was reacting more on the old quarterback instinct there?
Yes. I think yes on both of them, and that play happens so fast that it really is instincts on both sides.
Will Lutz set to kick off.
Here's Lutz set to kick this away. And he'll take a knee in the end zone for a touchback.
Take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line, first and 10.
Stephanie!
Takes the handoff, now to throw. Chased out to his right. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on first down.
That's a veteran move right there by a rookie quarterback. You see so many rookies, we do, Kate, who try to play hero ball and force things in every single spot. But he's already wise enough to know how to throw it away.
Mustang night!
On the play fake, he'll throw. That one's caught along the left sideline. And they've got to him just a step or two before he can reach the 40 as he's sent out. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
They'll throw it here on first. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll get this down to the 33-yard line. Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
A whole bunch of credit goes to just about everybody on that offense. Guys up front had to give the QB enough time to let that play develop. Excellent effort by that receiver to stay alive and for the quarterback to scan the field and find his completion.
Street! 19 Lions. Dragon 60. Go.
Throwing it again here. Forced out to his right. He's keeping it. And he takes it across the 30 before heading out. It's a 4-yard gain, and that's going to get him across the marker and earn the first.
It's one of those occasions when you're sitting in the pocket and you're just looking for that escape valve. And then when you get it, you get space to run, and you get a first down, that's a big bonus for the quarterback.
Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
The lack of points and the lack of yards have just gone hand in hand here in the first half, and they both really trace back to the same root cause, an inability to consistently find and exploit any opening in what's been a very sound defensive game plan.
Ball still on that 29-yard line as they come up to it, 2nd and 10.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. They'll cobble together a yard there. Wrapped up on that play by big Quinnen Williams. Philadelphia going to spend its second timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here.
Check, Panthers. 19, Tiger, 19.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Oh, he loses the football. And the Cowboys scoop it up. And they get to him and tackle him on the return. But will this turnover count, partner? I don't know. There's a flag on the play. So a big self-inflicted error as that personal foul moves the ball forward quite a bit. A fresh set of downs after that penalty. Here's 1st and 10.
Stephanie! Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Ready.
He's going to throw this one. Short pass brought in. And they get this down to the 10-yard line before going down. Now a timeout taken by the offense, and we're going to see if they try for 2 plays here or just try to field goal right now.
Okay, when Bill Walsh was implementing the drag route with the 49ers in the 80s, it sounded the same way as it did with Mike Holmgren and me with the Seahawks in the 2000s versus man on a drag route, run away. You see zone coverage, settle down, give your quarterback his numbers, and you could find a completion just like that.
Check, Bobcat, check, Bobcat.
In the red zone on 1st. And that's incomplete with 7 seconds left. Time for 1, maybe 2 more snaps. Trying to find his tight end. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, well, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10.
Here we go, set. 70 Timberwolf. Ready.
He'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but touchdown denied. Knocked away, incomplete. That throw doesn't lead to 6. So now it's going to be 3rd and long. All right, so defensively you've seen 2 throws now. You turn both of them away. It seems fairly likely you have another one coming up here on 3rd and goal.
It does, and I think defensively, now you've really got to protect against the QB extending the play. Right after a couple incompletions, Kate, you know as a quarterback, if it's not there right away, I better be creative to try to find 6.
Here's Lutz set to kick this away. Return starts from the goal line. And he's brought down just inside the 25.
1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Ready.
Eagles getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10.
Roll. Down. Ready.
Setting him on the dime. This drive's going to start out with a gain of 5 before they bring him down.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
At the 30-yard line.
Got it. Ready.
So gain of 5 on that 1st down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on 2nd.
18 Cardinal, 18 go.
Back to throw. He had it for a moment but a complete defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
This defense, they had a plan, and they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on third down.
Here we go, here we go. Bronco 80.
Shotgun snap. They'll throw. That's caught for the first. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. Within 24 yards on that one. And that's good for an Eagles first down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Little off centers, man. Just couldn't adjust to it. No luck finding his receiver that time. And it sets up second down.
Yikes. As that pass falls to the ground, Kate, you kind of just sense their desperation. It's just kind of oozing out of them. Running out of time to start connecting on more of these and really break open the scoring in a way they just have not been able to do so far.
Pass the six.
And they're going to throw out of the gun. Hauled in by Goddard, left side. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
Gosh, I really like this receiver on that drag route in particular. Why? Because he's a guy that creates after the catch. They don't close quickly. He could take it to the house.
Ready.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And that's only 1 yard up the middle. Going to be second down.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on first down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Ready.
Throwing from the gun here. Throw right side, caught by Smith. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
Well, the odds aren't great when you throw into double coverage. Normally you see one of the defenders make a play on the ball. Two men nearby, and that's a missed opportunity for the coverage to make an impact play.
Shotgun now on third down. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to third and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was third and manageable and an incomplete.
So on fourth down, on comes the Eagles kicker, Jake Elliott, for the try. From the right hash, about 45 yards out. Elliott connects there. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
That's why they spend all the time on the practice field during the week. That kind of operation. Perfect rhythm, perfect timing, and 2 for 2 for this kicker.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock. So they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. To the line come the Cowboys. Good starting spot here. 1st and 10. And they'll start the drive with Blue. Well, he continues to find no traction on the ground here, Brock, as they bring him down for no gain.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down. Working out of the gun, it's Prescott. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. When we look back at this one, Brock, it is going to be defensive highlight after defensive highlight. And there again, the examples, they just keep coming.
The physical play has been the trademark. Really, from the first snap through this second half, there have not been many just uncontested, clean, efficient plays. Every effort's been answered, and that's why that scoreboard's not been lit up.
Prescott now on third down. Throwing the out route complete. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. It's a gain of 12 on that one. And that's good for a Dallas first down.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
The ball's on the 48. Here we go. First down.
Yeah, here we go!
Backfield is empty as they motion him out right. Throwing on first is Prescott. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Jahan Campbell makes the play. And this is going to be a pick six. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Throwing at the depth where linebackers coming to play in coverage, partner. And sure enough, one of them jumps it and takes it to the house.
If you say that, you know what I think about? I think about the depth finder on my fishing boat. You're absolutely right. This is where these linebackers love to lurk and could do some serious damage.
Now Jake Elliott on to attempt the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Eagles push their lead to 3. Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick six. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. The Cowboys have it in great field position as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Putting the tight end in motion. Back to the air. Prescott after that pick. Oh, no, they get him yet again. Jahan Campbell makes the play. They're going to be set up with 1st and goal after that INT.
You could feel them, Kate. You could feel the convoy. They were going. They thought they might have another one, but unfortunately, not another touchdown. You know what? Not going to stop them from celebrating in another big game-changing play.
Cougar 19. Let's go.
They'll try and punch it in. And that right there is the start of what could be a goal line stand. They hit him for a loss on 1st and goal. Their dominance against this ground game rolls on, Brock. Add another stop to what's going to be some real nice film for them to watch.
How many times do you think in your lifetime, Kate, you've heard from a defensive coordinator, job number 1 is?
Stop them up.
And they've been doing it.
70 Ranger, 70 Ranger. Hurt. Steady.
They call pass on 2nd and goal. And he scores. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles parlay the interception into points. A.J. Brown, the touchdown. It's plays like this that make him so well regarded across this league, Brock.
Yeah, such just a difference-making receiver, Kate. You expect him to be the target down here. You did, I did, the defenders did. What makes him a star is even when people know his number's being called, he still finds a way to deliver.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
To the line come the Cowboys. Good starting spot here, 1st and 10.
Yeah! Here we go, 26.
Now it's Blue. And he made it his 6 yards to begin this one. We've got 2nd and 4.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity to play with whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Dak now from the gun. Now left lamb makes the ground. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. To hit a curl route of that length It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
The ball's on the 48. Here we go. First down. First down. Here's Dak. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Working across the middle, Brock. It is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talked about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact. If you couldn't do it.
Eagles are on it, and down he goes. And that pushes him back. Third down coming up.
When nothing opens up, that becomes a pretty clear throwaway spot. I mean, that is textbook throwaway spot right there, Kate. Get outside the box, chuck it into the third row, and avoid exactly what happened right there. Because now third down is so much harder.
We've got 47. Hey, just kill. Just kill.
Third and long for him here. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
So on fourth down, it's Ryan Wright out to punt it away. And he's hoping for good results on his first look of the night. He's brought down before the return gets far. All right, starting in the pistol this time, Brock. First and 10.
Ready. Ready.
Give now to the running back. Still has some space inside the 35. And he is into the end zone for a Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles lengthen the lead at the end of the third.
Kate, you saw me chuckling. You know I love celebrating that run, but you know what I really love? I really love watching those linemen. And they just get to celebrate. They love an explosive play like that. Doesn't mean a long extended drive, just a whole bunch of celebration.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. The Cowboys have it in great field position as they come up to the line, first and 10. Running it now out of the gun. Had some room to work, and he took advantage, giving 7.
That is just a great drive starter. What every offense wants. Gives you a little bit of energy, a little juice, and now a really manageable second down.
Last run got him 7. Here comes second and 3. From the gun is Prescott. Hits him on the out route. And they're going to stop him after he gets this to the 26. That goes for 32 yards. And that'll be good for a Dallas first down.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
So just 1 quarter to go on Monday Night Primetime. It's not quite over yet, but it'd take a pretty miraculous comeback. We've got a 3-score game as we get set to start the fourth quarter. So a new set of downs. Here we go, first and 10.
Yeah, Billy. They've got 46, boy.
Prescott now, blitz coming. Falls to the ground out left, incomplete.
Boy, offenses that connect in this intermediate zone are so effective. Getting a completion in that area, it not just sparks your offense, but it just turns that aggressive meter way up. They just couldn't quite find the connection.
Still 10 to go. It's second down now from the 26. Back to the air. Prescott. Hauled in by Lamb, right side. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7. No throw, 3rd and long. It's caught. He's got Lamb. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. It's a gain of 11 there. That picks up the first.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
First down.
To the line and set. Here we go, first down.
Yeah, here we go.
From the red zone now. And they pick him off again. Jahan Campbell makes the play. And the Eagles get it as he makes his 3rd interception of this game. Oh, man, Brock, they decided to air it out in pursuit of a touchdown that time, but it's intercepted, and the visit to the red zone comes up empty.
And that one stings, Kate. It really does. You have a limited opportunity that looks in that close, particularly as we get through the second half. But once you have to finish with points.
Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain.
That's the kind of yardage it's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now second down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Pass play coming here. He throws a bullet to the center of the field. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
Got it. Ready? Here we go. Here we go. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles. Panther 11. Panther 11. Rig it.
3rd and long. They're going to throw. Looking for Smith, but it's intercepted. And he's going to score. Pick 6 for Dallas. You get a pick 6. You get a pick 6. These defenses, Brock, wow, they have competed. Seeing who ends up with the best highlight of the game, huh?
Highlight? You're going to call a pick 6 a multiple? Kate?
No, even if it's your defense doing it, come on, B-Rock.
No highlight for a quarterback.
Cowboys 17. Will Lutz set to kick off.
A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. Has this at the 6. And he's out of bounds up across the 25.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Philadelphia settled and ready. It's 1st and 10.
Ready?
And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield.
It's a gain of 20.
An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
That's just awesome, Kate. A little bit of multitasking on that catch. Primary focus, as I always say, is you got to catch it first. But out of the corner of his eye, he knew exactly where to go, and he gets a bunch of yak on top of it.
Great start to this drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play.
Ready, ready? Panther 60. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles. Ready?
Back play straight ahead. And he'll take it past the midfield stripe and start to push into Cowboys territory. Good rip on first down. That brings up 2nd and 2.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Nice run last play. Sets up 2nd and 2.
Cowboy 80.
Handoff now to the receiver. Finds a seam. Left side. He's off to the races. It's a Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles can put this out of reach as they make it a 16-point lead. It's a Devontae Smith touchdown. A game-breaking play there, stunning the defense and giving this offense one for the highlight reel, baby.
Yep, just put another one on there, Kate. He is a threat to score anytime he touches the ball. The defense, well, they had him ready to go. They were ready to body him up in coverage, but receivers today, and we see it all the time, the best of them, they don't just do it through the air. They can use their legs as a weapon. That's a big-time touchdown run.
Cowboys 17. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
To the line come the Cowboys. Good starting spot here, 1st and 10. Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. Go to the right side. He's caught by Ferguson. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down.
As a quarterback, when you have an out-route versus man coverage, you're just hoping and just praying your offensive guy could turn the hips of that defender. And once you see that, you got to cut it loose and let it go, just as they did right there.
Let's see what they want to do here, partner. It's 2nd and inches.
Yeah, here we go.
Prescott here from the gun. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
That was a situation where I think the previous drive, really affected the decision-making there. Coming off a pick, he wasn't about to challenge the coverage. Instead, well, he just took his medicine.
Throw here, 3rd down. And they pick him up again! Picked off Reed Blankenship. And the Eagles are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season.
I'll hear a lot of defensive coordinators say you've got to earn the right to rush the passer by doing work on the early downs. You know what this is, Kate? They've earned the right to be aggressive defensively with the work they did through 3 quarters, and this defense is cutting it loose.
Smash! Bronco 80. Let's go.
Going back gets the handoff. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
Stopped right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force, and the defense wins out.
Now nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Start. Hawk 70. Hawk.
They'll go from the gun with Barkley. He's going to give him 7 there. It's 3rd down coming up.
So much to like about that run, Pete, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2.
60 Vikings. 60.
Throwing now on 3rd and 2. Nice caught. He's got Brown. And he's going to be hauled down to the 2. That sets up 1st and goal.
He just made a difficult throw to the outside look elementary, Kate, and that's not easy. The placement, excellent. And it helped set his target up to put some more yards on that stat sheet.
So that brings us to the 2-minute warning in Philly. Eagles moments away from their 4th win of the year. Four downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal.
Let's go.
Barkley. And he's brought down by a collective effort there. Only 1 yard on the carry.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on 1st and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on 2nd down.
Now it's 2nd and goal from the 1.
Come on, come on. Set. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Cowboy 80.
They'll send him up the middle. And the defense holds him at the 2, Brock. He can't get beyond the line. Still a couple yards short of that end zone. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
Now from the 2-yard line, it's 3rd and goal.
Go. Set.
Gets it again. And he's in this time. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles put up even more points in a win. Elliott on now to attempt a point after. The point after splits the upright. And the Eagles make it a 24-point ball game.
Cowboys 17. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. This return starts at the 5. And he doesn't make it far at all. They bottle him up immediately.
Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 5-yard line.
Cowboys just about set. Here comes 1st and 10. Handoff now from the gun. And he's brought down as the drive starts out with a 4-yard gain.
Well, I think I hear the warning sirens. You hear them, Kate? I think they just got quieted. Because that run right there gave them enough room from the goal line where you should feel comfortable doing anything in your playbook.
So beneath the chorus of Fly, Eagles Fly, it's a win for the Eagles. And they draw first blood against a division rival. They'll go on the road later this year with a chance at completing that season sweep. With Brock Huard and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Eagles are winners as we say so long from Philadelphia.